So finally sat down to study. Generally, I go to the meadows to study, but I didn't really feel like changing and everything because I'm in my shorts and then it's way too cold outside. So I would get lazy anyway. So I'm finally using the table that the university has provided. So this week I went to a lot of events and everything. So I'm really lacking on studies because did not study the whole week. Okay. I have a test that was put up today and I need to complete it by Monday, I mean tomorrow. Then I have another test on Tuesday for financial reporting. Today's test is about eco and I don't know shit about eco, literally. And then on Thursday, apparently there's a marketing midterm exam which no one knew about, okay, because there was supposed to be an essay. So I have not even attended one lecture for marketing. I don't know what they're teaching because they're teaching some history in marketing. I don't understand what they're teaching and why they're teaching. I hope they took like a different approach to teaching marketing. Like it's not gonna, I don't know, these case studies, okay, even if they help this much, why do you want to put it, like why would I want to put in time into something that is hardly like making me learn something? Like instead just make us do some marketing. Why not learn in a way in which the rate of growth is much more? I was just setting like the Google Calendar for next week, and this was my last week, and this was my this week, and it was pretty busy honestly this week. Like I had back to back things at the same time somehow, and these are not even lectures, okay? Like you can see a couple of seminars there, rest of them are not related to my studies at all. But next week I've kept a bit chill, so abhi I still have to add things to this, but still I'm going to take some time to like be able to think at least. Anyway, then I am a part of this content creator program, so I have to create a reel for the university, and the deadline for that is 25th. And the thing is, the topic they've given, I mean, I only suggested them and I gave them a proposal. I have to make a reel about being a founder of a society and how that runs and like starting a society. But I've just been a founder for like 2 weeks, and it's supposed to be a talkative video, okay? I'm just talking about my experience. But to write that script, I need to have some experience, right? So I don't know how to do that. So I'm a bit in the like procrastination zone for that. Too many things coming up. And then next week, Sunday, again, there's an eco test. It's like you get done with one test, eco test, and then you have to study for the other eco test. But I don't even know what like they were teaching in the last one. So, anyways, I'm just gonna study now. Okay, so the eco test I have right now is on monopoly theory and theory of monopolistic competition. I'm gonna watch the whiteboard videos for this. The professor honestly is really good for eco that we have. Like he's genuinely interested in teaching, okay? So like with the way he teaches, you can tell that he genuinely wants like his students to learn and everything. I don't attend his lectures, but still, like, I can tell by the way he's like talking about the subject that he's teaching, okay? Because honestly, I understand what he's teaching in these lectures and everything, but the MCQs are so different. Like, I don't understand how to solve it. To solve those MCQs, your basic needs to be very, very strong, okay? And this is like the first time I'm even like learning about eco. Can't afford to get like less marks in this test, honestly. You know, I feel like sometimes traditional like education makes simple things so complicated. Like when it comes to eco itself, okay, when they're teaching like a basic concept such as demand and supply, I mean, it seems like common sense only. And let's say if they're teaching about something specific, maybe if the demand is more than the price, how the price gets affected, how the quantity gets affected. If you think about it, isn't it just common sense? I mean, duh, because I'm studying it for the first time. Instead of like remembering the formula, you just put logic into it, right? In this case, now, even basic, if they ask me to calculate the economic profit, if the question says that, I take like a minute to process. I'm like, wait, economic profit means this, and then I have to calculate. Since they're using so many terms and everything, it just becomes much more complicated to me. But if I look at it, it's like basic logic. So I'm like, why is it getting more complicated just because they're teaching it to me? Like, isn't it really just like common sense? Maybe not, but yeah. So this is like my wall of so-called like quotes or whatever. These are not really like motivational quotes. These are just some things that I generally say to myself to like remind myself of it. But I just thought of like another thing that I want to write down here, so I'm going to do that. You're meant to enjoy the process. Sometimes you just get too involved in like what you want to achieve and everything that you start feeling bad about like how you're doing it or like how slow the process is. So this is for that point. And okay, this one is not a quote. This one is, imagine what you would do if you were confident in this situation. So this has actually helped me in the past. Like, I'm not like, let's say if I'm in a situation where I don't feel confident or something like that, right? So what I used to do is, okay, fine, you don't have to do anything about it. Let's just imagine that if you were confident in this situation, what would your action be and what would you actually do? And as soon as I think about it, I don't force myself to do it. As soon as I think about it, the first thing that comes to my mind is, okay, but why can't I do it? Like literally, it just works. So that's why I've written it here to just remind me. And like, I did this like day before yesterday as well, because I was feeling very less confident because I have to be in like some positions where like I have to be in a leadership role, right? But I was like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't feel confident enough. I was like, what would you do if you were confident? I was like, I would get my life back. Like, I would study right now so that it won't make me worry so much about it and this and that. And instantly, I was like, wait, I can just do that. And I actually started studying. So it generally helps. But yeah, I'm just going to add one more over here. Okay, I'm going to write it on this. This has like my keyboards, like notes and everything for I don't know what song. Anyway, so it's the one that I'm going to write is more about, so basically sometimes when you want to start a new thing or like you want opinion on it, sometimes like I think that, okay, fine, I think I should ask someone and get their opinion on it, but you don't realize when it just becomes more like you seeking validation for something you want to do, right? So let's say if I want to start a YouTube channel, I'm going around asking people if I should do it or not. And I was just watching like a video, and I think it was Oprah herself. She was saying that you should stay still in a situation like this, because if you're going around asking people, that means you're not sure of the answer yourself, okay? And I think I can relate to that, because like I generally don't realize when it just becomes like me seeking for validation. And the thing is, the other person in a lot of cases does not know better than me. How can anyone else know better than me, like what would work for me and what I want, right? But yeah, I've done that in the past, and like I did start doing it recently again for like smaller things. So let's say if I want to do something, and instead of going around asking people if I should do it, I just think that, okay, what if it does work out? I was just talking about like quotes and everything, and like how if the answer is not coming to you right now, it'll come. And I just received a text from one of like my clients. She finally wants to order, because like we weren't getting any orders as of now. So I was also worried if we're doing something wrong or what. But we just got an order. I've been following up with that client for a while, but I did not receive an answer. But yeah, I think I'm going to reply to her and then get back to this. Okay, so this is what I wrote. If you don't know what to do at this moment, don't go around seeking validation. Stay patient and the answer will eventually come to you. Right now, I am all about like the growth mindset, positive mindset, bettering yourself and everything, ambition. And I came across these sounds and everything, because personally, when I listen to some of the sounds, I do feel motivated, I do feel good. Sometimes they're exactly what you want to listen to, even though you know about it, right? So I was like, I can post about it, and it won't take as much effort as to like record, because I can just record clips whenever I'm going around, right? Also, adding to the answer wala thing, I also feel like it is so liberating when you don't force yourself to make the right decision, and you just make a decision according to like whatever analysis you've done up till now in your head. Like for anything, maybe related, okay, let's say for me, taking a decision to take a gap year, okay, for a while I was very confused because I did not know either, okay? So I went around asking people, asking my parents, of course, and like random people who wouldn't even know exactly what my process is, what stage of life I am in. How would they know what the right answer is? How would they know if it's right for me to take a gap year or not, right? But still, when you don't know the answer, you go around asking people, you look for validation. And even for gap year, the first thought when I came across the concept of it was, I think I want to do it, but I went through the whole phase of like being confused, but at the end I did do it. I just end up doing like whatever I wanted to do at the first place, right? Even for starting a business, went through the whole process, but did end up doing it.
She calls me day and night.